Hello
Hello.
and welcome to the third episode of the inventory for the week of, I really need to get this in front of me, the 10th of February 2014. I'm James,
I'm Aidan.
and we're going to tell you about some of the games we've been playing, the new releases, and some news over the past week. I guess we should just get started. Let's just get right into this.
Yeah, you think we'd be used to this by now?
You think we would, 3 episodes in? I mean, it can only go uphill from here. I'd like to
Oh,
think so, anyway.
to be fair, you've said it the same way all three times.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
guess we should just get on into this.
I guess we should. um, Anyway, this week is going to be a bit different for me. I've been having to do some stuff at work and having to edit some stuff at home for them, so I haven't really had any time to play any like real console stuff. So a lot of the stuff I've been playing is just little pick up and play games and little mobile games. So a lot of all my stuff this week's gonna be mobile stuff. First up, for the 3DS, first ever Nintendo game I think we've done. Is it?
Ooh,
First Nintendo game.
I think so.
And this game is Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS. I actually got this game for free thanks to Club Nintendo, which is pretty awesome. I got the Mario Kart bundle that my girlfriend was nice enough to get for me, and they had a little promo going on that if you registered a console like the Wii U or the 3DS and one of the top 10 games or whatever, they gave you Super Mario 3D Land for free. And oddly enough, Mario Kart was the top 10 game and 3DS is a console.
Son of a bitch.
So that really worked out for me. You know, a game that's normally like 40 quid and I just got it for free. And yeah, and it's permanent as well, so that's really cool. Anyway, into the game. Super Mario 3D Land kind of goes back to the whole, it's obviously it's the 3D. It's not the 2D side-scrolling Mario that we all know and love. It's the 3D one, similar to Super Mario 64, which I actually prefer over the 2D Mario. I really love the 3D Mario type stuff, so I thought it was really, really cool to get
Even
that
Sunshine.
Yeah, except we've had the stupid ass hose,
Goddamn dirty hose.
that dirty hose, Super Mario Janitor World. But that it goes back to the 3D Mario games, which is really fun. This game was just pure joy. I had a smile on my face the whole time playing through this game. I mean, it's been a long time since I've played a straight up Nintendo game and like genuinely enjoyed every second playing it. But I absolutely loved this game. It's a weird one. It gets you beat the game. I'm not gonna tell the story though. To be honest, who gives a shit about the story of Mario? You beat the
Well,
game, you get the
let me
credits
wait, can I guess the story?
if you want.
Has Princess Peach been kidnapped?
She has,
Fuck.
and
I
Toad.
was wondering. I was wondering when they were going to get around to doing that story.
I know it's not like they've ever done it before, but that's the story. You beat the game. I didn't even know this, but when you beat the game, you get like another story bit. Your like secret levels or whatever, and you get pretty much you get the game times two. Which
Oh,
I
fair
didn't know
enough.
that, and I beat the game in a few days, and I thought I beat it. I was kind of disappointed because I thought, man, this is a kind of short game, It doesn't not really that long. Then you get an entirely new world, and then when you go into that world, your first boss, you can rescue Luigi, and then after you rescue Luigi, you can play as Luigi in all the levels.
Oh, cool.
I'm a Luigi fanboy. I will play anything with Luigi in it. I absolutely love Luigi. Fuck Mario. Luigi's the man. I haven't touched Mario since I got Luigi,
Well, of course not.
and it's absolutely fantastic. I love everything about it. So I didn't even know there was a second half to that game, and the fact that you get a second half and you get Luigi in it, goddamn amazing. Seriously. My one complaint about this game, pretty much my one complaint. There's not really anything else I've been really worried about. My one main complaint is that it's a bit too easy.
Oh.
It is really easy. To put this into perspective, I've over the time of me playing, I think I've gathered up over 140 lives.
You've gathered 140 lives.
Yeah.
How?
Well, for one thing, okay, so
Were you just using it? We glitched bits and stuff,
I
jumping
wasn't.
on
No, no,
shells constantly.
no, 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 no. For one thing, what this game utilizes, if you have Street Pass turned on your 3DS, which if you go behind people 3DS, they've got it turned on, you get stuff from them. So you get little gifts from them, and you get little toad houses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And in the toad houses, you get power ups, so you could get like the flame flower,
Really?
The Raccoon Tail. I think there's an ice one in there, but I'm not too sure. And then you get lives as well. So I mean, I did not find myself dying too much in this game. I mean, I breezed through without much worry. That's really my main complaint about the thing was that it was far too easy.
Oh,
I mean,
doesn't
I don't know
sound
if
too
you can really make that a valid argument because obviously some people are going to find games harder than others. But I mean, personally speaking, I thought the game so far is a cakewalk. I mean, I haven't gone through the second story bit, so I mean, who knows? Maybe that bit is like the hardcore one. But I
I'll be
mean,
like the Super Mario 2 from Japan
yeah,
that was fucking deadly.
yeah, it could be. I mean, I've only played like two levels. Well, I mean, I beat the first world because that's how you have to get Luigi. So I mean, I've done that, but I haven't really played much else of that. So I mean, there's that. Um, I mean, yeah, it seems far too easy. I mean, they take use of the 3D slider as well. You can use that to find little hidden areas and just like like they'll have the standard backdrop of the level, but if you turn 3D on, you'll see there's shit behind it, or you'll see there's
Yeah.
like a hidden door that you can go through, a hidden crawl space you can go through if you turn the 3D on. Just cool little stuff like that. You don't have to play with it on all the time, which I don't know anyone who does play a 3DS with the 3D on all the time. If you play the 3DS with your 3D slider on all the time, please leave a comment down below and tell us this. Or tweet us or something, because I don't know a person on this planet that does that. But, I don't know.
The, the only time when playing a 3DS that I've ever turned the 3D on was playing Street Fighter,
I,
just to see what it was like.
I haven't even played the Street Fighter, but yeah, I mean, pretty much it was really. I mean, you didn't have to play with the 3D on all the time. It's pretty much, you flick it on, see where the hidden bit is, or see what they're trying to show you, and then flick it off. It's as simple as that.
Kind of screwed if you're using a 2DS then, though, aren't you?
Well, if you're buying a 2DS, then
You're pretty much an idiot anyway, so.
yeah, I mean, really. But other than that, I mean, so far this game has been pure joy. I mean, I might try and get around to beating like the second bit of the game, the secret levels of it, but and there's lots of collectibles, but every single level gets free coins that you can collect. And when you do that, I don't actually know what it does, but it does something. Every world has about 6 levels, I think. 6 levels to each world, and I think there's 8 worlds maybe.
Usually it.
I think it's 8 worlds and 6 levels per one, and then 2 toad houses per each one, where you get like your little power ups.
Sounds about
Um,
right.
yeah. It was a really good game though. I mean, I really can't really say much bad about it, other than the fact that I just thought it was far too easy.
Could you see yourself playing it again after you finish the lost levels?
Um, I mean, maybe the dick about it is Luigi, but I mean, maybe if I get really bored, I've got nothing else really going on, and I feel like trying to 100% and get all the coins and shit, then maybe I'll go back and do it. But I don't really have that with platformers where I need to go back and collect everything unless they really do something. But we'll
Hmm.
see.
Ah, so I've been playing a game this week. It's actually the only thing I've been playing all week, which is weird saying as Bioshock Infinite came out free this week for us PS3 vets.
I think that's
Um,
bad. I've had Bioshock Infinite sitting in my house since Christmas, and I still haven't even touched it.
well, I've got it bought, but it was gonna take 7 hours to download, I think, and I wanted to go to sleep without leaving the PlayStation on, so I didn't download it,
Yeah.
and I haven't got around to downloading it yet. I was planning to play it and talk about it on here, but I haven't had the chance. So
Eventually.
this was going to be my secondary game, but it's turned out to be the only one. And I know someone who's going to claim uh, glory for me doing this, but I'd actually heard about and played it before he'd ever told me about it. It's a game called Thomas Was Alone.
I've heard of this, yeah. I haven't really seen much of it, but I've heard of it.
It's I think it's only PC. I think I'm not sure it's on anything else. Um it's like every other fucking game I've talked about in this podcast. It's a platformer, a wee indie platformer, where you play as different. Well, yeah, different shapes, but mostly rectangles.
Right.
And you start off as a character called Thomas, and
Yeah.
Thomas is the title comes. The first thought Thomas ever has is Thomas was alone, and
Okay.
I believe it's made by a British dev, because the humor in it, and the game is really humorous, but it's really dry. But it's for anyone who's a fan of maybe Charlie Brooker or David Mitchell,
Hmm.
they'll love the narration in this game. It's really funny, and it's it's just really dry and witty. And the game itself, it's much, quite a lot like Limbo actually. Mostly blacks and greys in the background, and all the platforms and stuff that you're on are black, and the water's grey, and you have to get from where you are to a portal at the end of the level.
Portal.
Portals take you places, as the game says,
Holy shit.
and you have to. The first world is all Thomas, and then you meet Christopher, who doesn't like Thomas.
Right.
He doesn't like Thomas. Thomas the rectangle, because he can jump higher than Christopher.
Oh shit, man.
So Christopher doesn't like Thomas, and
Right.
Christopher and Thomas have to help each other to get through until they meet John, and John's a show off, and he can jump higher than Thomas or Christopher.
He's Dolph
Yeah,
Ziggler.
he's Dolph Ziggler. He's the show off.
He's the show
I
off.
thought we're not allowed to talk about wrestling anymore. Not after
Not
last
after.
time.
Not after last time. No.
But and as you go on, you meet others as well, and it's it's a lot of fun. There's a free demo. The free demo is actually what I played to begin with. I've started playing the full title now, but you get the gist of it from the demo anyway, and it's a lot of fun. It's quite puzzling, and the first time you meet John, yeah, John, it's it gets very tricky, and it's the most simple thing. You just have to stack all three of them on top of each other, but it's it'll take you a good while to get it. It's very fun. It's very challenging at times, even when it's really simple.
Fair enough. Is it just a straight up 2D platformer, or is there any backtracking, or is it just go through the level and solve the puzzle as you go along?
Yes, straight on, going through and solving as you go along.
Alright.
Um, Sometimes you might start out using the wrong character, and to get one of the other characters to a point, you might have to go back and whatever. But other than that, it's pretty simple, straightforward. Get from A to B and do it the best. There's no time limits. I don't believe there's any point systems or anything, so it's really more just a personal challenge sort of thing.
Alright. Just wikied it as well, and it's on Windows, Mac, Linux, and PlayStation 3 and Vita. So there you go.
Oh,
It's
it's on PS3.
yeah, it's on some other stuff. So just there you go. That's what else it's on.
The
It
one
sounds
compl-
interesting. I think I actually got it in a humble bundle a few I don't know when exactly, but I'm pretty sure I've actually got it on Steam, so I might actually try it out then.
That must be one of the few humble bundles I didn't get. Oh, it's probably one of the weekly ones.
I might have been. I honestly don't remember. I have so many indie games just like thrown into my Steam account. I don't even know where the hell half of them have come from.
I think all my Steam account is indie games. Well, except maybe Half-Life 2 and Left. Okay, that was a bit of a lie. No, there's a few indie games there.
They're all humble bundle games. Actually, no. There's two humble bundle games and about a million Steam games.
I don't normally buy. I'm not going to buy indie games because sooner or later they're going to be in a humble bundle, and I'll just get
Uh,
them there.
I guess that's one way to look at it anyway. Or a Steam sale and you can get like the entire catalog for about 10p.
Or that as well, yeah.
That
But
sounds interesting though. I mean,
the one complaint I would have is I haven't I used it on the keyboard when I was playing. I didn't use a controller, and it can be a bit of a killer on the keyboard, I think.
yeah.
But that might just have been my shitty laptop keyboard. If you were using a gaming keyboard, probably be grand, I'd say. Get the
I don't
right
know.
angles.
I normally favor a joypad whenever I can because I'm a bit gimpy when it comes to mouse and keyboard with some stuff.
Yeah, but it's 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 a lot of fun, and I'd recommend it a lot for anyone that wants to a quick wee pick up and play sort of thing.
It's not bad. I might have to try it out then. Think we're gonna have to rename your little bit indie platformer time with Aiden.
Indie platformer time, and then probably retro gaming whenever I run out of all my indie games in my Steam library.
Oh my god.
Next week I'll be doing Tony Hawk's Underground.
Christ.
That's not a bad idea.
No, it's not. Could be Tony Hawk's Underground 2, but
Okay, that is one thing we're definitely going to fall out over.
no, we'll save this if we ever do talk about Tony Hawk's Underground. We'll save it for that. We don't want to spoil it right now. We'll be alright.
Ugh.
So, is that it for Thomas Was Alone then?
I believe so. There's not much to be said about it. I mean, it's simple enough, and if you go and watch maybe a video of it, but no, not even any point. Just get the demo and play it. The demo's free. You may as well. Go on.
It's not. It wouldn't be a big download, would it?
No, it's I think 50 megs,
Oh, all right then.
and that's it uncompressed. I think.
Oh, well, there you go. If it sounds remotely interesting, the little 2D platformer where you play as shapes, then go try it out. I mean, it could be interesting. And obviously Aiden says he likes it, so I mean, give it a try. I mean, it's a free demo, and apparently it's on quite a few things. So yeah, I mean, give it a try if it sounds interesting to you.
Right. So what else have you been playing this week?
Right. Well, like I was
Your
saying,
mobile ways.
sticking a lot to mobile this week. So this game, remember we were talking about Peggle, about how addicting that thing is.
Yes.
This game is definitely on par with that. Plants vs. Zombies 2, It's About Time. I don't know why it's called It's About Time. I thought that was just a little thing, but apparently that's actually the subtitle for it, but whatever. Plants vs. Zombies 2. This is a mobile game available for iOS and for Android, and it's pretty much the same as Plants vs. Zombies, except it's free to play.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Awesome.
It's completely free to play. You get free worlds. You get Egypt, pirates, and the Wild West. Because the idea is that Crazy Dave gets his taco stolen, or he's lost his taco. So he goes through time traveling with his caravan to try and get his taco back.
I see.
That's what happens. The entire game has kind of gone from it's because Plants vs Zombies was still a casual game in my mind. I mean, it still had hardcore elements, but it was still a casual game in my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, this has kind of gone more casual in the fact that like there's Facebook integration now. They've got like daily challenges you can now do, so it's definitely gone for the full on like Facebook like mobile game. Which take it or leave it. I mean, I'm fine with it. If it's a fun game, I don't give a shit. I'll deal with that kind of crap. Again, I mean, it's a lot of the same thing from Plants vs Zombies 2, and from Plants vs Zombies even. Some new plants are in there. I actually can't think of any off the top of my head, which is really upsetting. But there's a lot more plants in this one to try out, so it's not going to be like, just rehashing the same plants over and over and over and over and over again. There's a lot of new stuff in there. And each different world, like I was saying, the Egypt, Pirates, Wild West, there's only 3 at the minute. There's more coming later on. All of the levels have like a different layout.
Yeah.
Like you still have I think it's 5 lanes, I think.
Yeah, it's normally
Plants vs Zombies. I think it's 5 lanes, but it'll be different. Like Egypt will kind of like have graves pop up in the later levels and like tombs for obviously Egypt. On the Pirates has like a boat, so like the middle, so like any like randomly generated lanes will be like a dock going to the boat, and then like one will just be like completely water. Then you'll get like zombies being flown over by seagulls and shit. Wild West has like train tracks all over the place where you can put a plant on a cart and wheel it around so you can kind of move it. Pain in the ass. I don't like the Wild West. It's hard. Don't like it. Hate hard.
Hit hard.
Hate hard. But I mean that's pretty much it. I mean it's free to play, and if you like Plants vs Zombies, you'd be stupid to not play this. But the
Oh,
complaints I have seen about it, and I'm a bit on the fence over it, is that it's free to play, but it's microtransactions up the ass.
well, to be expected, like.
And that's what I would say. I mean, I forget how much the original Plants vs Zombies was. I got it for free because it was like Apple's Game of the Week or some shit like that on the iTunes store, so it was free. So I got it then. I mean, why not Plants vs Zombies for free? And I've bought it on the laptop on my computer on Steam. I bought it there, and I think I beat it somewhere else as well, but I don't remember where. So I mean, I've beat Plants vs Zombies a few times, so I had no problem paying for it. But this one, they did it free, but it's microtransactions up the ass. You can buy plants. You can buy a new thing they've got called plant food. And what plant
Oh,
food is, it's a little you can either buy it or some zombies that glow green have it. And when you kill that zombie, it drops plant food. You click the plant food, put it on any plant you want, and it'll have an effect on any plant you have. The effect will be different depending on the plant itself, but there'll be some effect. Like you put it on sun, it'll like throw you like 100 sun that second. If you put it on a normal pea shooter, it'll just turn into a machine gun and
cool.
shit. So that's kind of cool. And they do that. You've got the I think you've got keys in this one as well, and what the keys do is they unlock like split paths that go off. Oh, that's the other thing. Plants vs Zombies was more of a, I don't want to say story, but it was more of like a rail thing where it's like you go level, 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 level. You can't
Yeah.
do mission select or anything. If you want to go back and do something, you can't do that.
Mhm.
This one, all the missions are completely replayable.
Oh,
You're
cool.
just stuck on like the hub map, and you can go do whatever the hell you want from there. And off there, like I was just saying, you can unlock keys from killing zombies. You can buy them. You can do whatever, and you go from there. And you can get split paths, which will have different power ups. Like you'll start off with like 25 extra sun, or you can hold more plant food, or you'll get an upgraded plant that you can use, or a new plant that you can use. And that's what they do. Um, at the end of every level, there's also like a survival type mode where you pretty much will go through rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds, and you can pretty much like you go for all these rounds to get like 3 base plants, and then after every round you can add another plant to your arsenal to go through, and just basically you go through that to see how long you can survive for. And every single one's completely different themed, but that's the main difference is that it's open world, and you can, well, not really open world, but you can replay levels and do whatever the hell you want. They've taken out the Zen Garden by the looks of it, which is slightly annoying. Um, it's just it's a good game, and it's free. I mean, you don't need the microtransactions. I haven't spent a penny on this game, and so far I'm stuck on Wild West. But I mean, I haven't tried it in a while, so I mean, I could probably easily go back and go do it. So you don't need to do the microtransactions unless you want to like glide through the game. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's completely up to you. But I mean,
You want to be a
it.
cheating bastard? You can pay.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a dickhead who buys their way to the end, then that's up to you.
Oh,
But
like some of those guys you might have been getting angry at last week.
yeah, like some of those guys, or the guys who like buy EA games and then buy the time saver pack, like assholes. The ones who buy like Skate 3 and then buy the I want to beat the game pack. It's like, what was the point, you moron? You spent 40 quid on the game and then buy the DLC to beat the game. You're a jackass. But anyway,
Not
I mean,
setting you off in rants.
oh god. But like I'm saying, I mean, I've seen a lot of people complain about the microtransactions, but I mean, to be honest, like they're there. It's an EA game. EA games always have microtransactions. The thing that gets me is that I see more people getting butthurt over the fact that there's microtransactions than actually, playing the game and ignoring the microtransactions. You don't need the microtransactions to play this game, but people get really butthurt over it anyway, which I don't understand, but there you go. It's free, it's on iOS and Android, so I mean, go play this game, and if you like Plants vs. Zombies, definitely, definitely, definitely give this game a try, because it is a lot of fun, and ignore the microtransactions. It does not take away from the game at all.
And if you have a Windows phone like me, you're not going to be able to play it yet.
Oh, you can. Oh, wait. Is
Windows
Windows
Phone?
Phone not Android?
Nope, Windows Phone is Windows 8.
Oh, well, maybe you can play it then. I don't know.
Nope.
I'll have to see about that. I'm pretty sure it's just on iOS and Android, but I can't.
It's definitely not on Windows Phone. We have nothing like.
Oh, well, there you go. And it's not on BlackBerry. Sorry.
Does, any, does anyone have a BlackBerry anymore?
If you do, I feel so bad for you.
Yeah, me too.
But
Mine held on to the very end, like.
I hated that piece of shit. But anyway, that's it for the games we've been playing this week. This week is really, I mean, I've been busy with doing stuff for work, and you've been busy doing your stuff. I mean, not a lot of big games have been played, just a lot of small ones. So maybe we can get back on track with something else, or I don't know. But other than that, it's been a slow week for us.
Okay, then I'm gonna make this promise. I will have played at least half of Bioshock Infinite by this time next week.
Are you playing Bioshock Infinite next week?
I'm gonna talk about Bioshock Infinite next week to make up
Fuck
for
it.
this.
I'll join you.
Good. Oh,
I'll
we can both
join
talk
you.
about it then.
Yeah, we'll do that. For once, we'll do that. Where
We'll
we
talk
can both
about a
talk
6 month
about
old
games.
game.
So if you want to talk about Bioshock, I'll talk about Bioshock. So look forward to that next week.
Awesome.
Um, okay, I guess we can move on to new releases. Slow week. The only 3 games played between the two of us this week. So I don't know. I guess there's more to come next week anyway. So new releases for this week. Do you want to take this one?
Yeah, we've got Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13 on 360 and PS3. Uh, so what? What is this? Like a Final Fantasy 13 Part 3?
I think it's part 3.
Because there was a Part 2.
There is part 2, Final Fantasy 13 2, and then yeah, this must be part 3 then, or unless I've missed one. I mean, I know you never know with Square Enix. This could be like the 7th part of Final Fantasy 13 for all I know.
Did everyone actually like Final Fantasy 13?
Here's the thing, right? I genuinely, well, okay, I can't really say that. I played Final Fantasy 13. I think I got more than halfway through the game. I'm pretty sure I got more than halfway through the game. And what happened is that I kind of put the game down. I got a new PS3, tried to transfer it over, and my save file got wiped in the transfer somehow, and I couldn't get it back. Really sucked. So I thought, whatever, I'll go and replay it. I mean, I wasn't playing for that long, and I enjoyed the game, so I'll go back and replay it. My disc, it stopped working.
Your
I don't know if
disc
it.
stopped working.
I don't know. I don't know if it was a problem with the disc or if it was a problem with the game, but I kept freezing at the same bit every single time, which was
Oh.
like right in mission 1. I don't know if that was a disc issue or if it was a game issue, but that was really annoying because I really want to go back and replay it. I mean, I heard a lot of people bitch about this game because of the fact that it was too linear and the tutorial was too long. But to me, I thought it was interesting enough that like I kind of stuck through it, and like the whole fact of it being linear, I didn't really give a fuck about, to be honest. Like if a game's linear but it's still fun, I'll play it. Like that didn't really bother me. As far as the tutorial being too long, I agree that for the most part the tutorial on the long side. I mean, I'm not even gonna deny that, but I mean, I enjoyed it enough that it didn't really get my way. I'm disappointed that I haven't been able to go back and play it, so I've missed the other Final Fantasy. I've missed Final Fantasy 13 too, and it looks like I'm gonna miss this one as well because of that.
Hmm. Well, I need to explain my relationship with Final Fantasy. The first Final Fantasy game I played was 7. I played that in PS1. And then I hadn't played another Final Fantasy game until 10-2,
Oh,
which was
Jesus.
by far the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Because I haven't played a new Final Fantasy game since. All I've done is gone back and played 7 and went back to the old NES ones. I think 4, although that was probably because there was some mix up between the English language ones and the Japanese ones, where like Final Fantasy 4 here is Final Fantasy like 5 or something. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
So I was not going to play another one after playing 10-2. I did not want to go back and play 10 itself, which to be honest I probably should have done before
Yeah,
I
you
played
should
10
have.
too.
In fact, you have the chance. HD remakes of Final Fantasy X's coming out soon.
No, that's really annoying me. When are we going to get a proper HD remake of 7?
Man, no one wants that shit.
Everyone wants
No
that
one
shit.
wants
That
that
is the
shit.
that is the one HD remake of Final Fantasy that everyone wants.
Here's a question. What is wanted more? HD remakes of Final Fantasy VII or Half-Life 3?
Oh no, that is a good question. Actually, just Newell, Gabe Newell to count to three in any of his franchises. That would be nice.
I'd love a Portal 3, but I'd love a Portal 3, but
Team
um,
Fortress 3.
oh, and it's to be honest, I could just keep doing Team TF2 until the day they died, and it'd still be an excellent game.
I just need to keep adding hats.
Just keep at Hat Fortress. That's all I need, man. But
Oh,
I mean, I haven't really played a lot of Final Fantasy games. I played a bit of 7 and got frustrated because I put the game down and got lost, and
oh, that happens.
yeah, and that annoyed the shit out of me. So I never went back and played it. Final Fantasy 10 I beat, and I absolutely love Final Fantasy 10. 11 I played for about 20 minutes before I realized it was an MMO, and then I stopped. 12? What was 12? Did I play 12? No, I didn't play 12. I don't even know what the hell 12 was. And 13, like I said, I really liked it, and it's pissed me off that I haven't been able to go back and play it. Maybe if I find a cheap copy of it somewhere, and I'll go buy it and then see if it is the game itself or if it's the disc. But I really did want to go play it because I really want to go and follow it because I thought the story was interesting. So
Really?
yeah, I mean, it really started to get really interesting halfway
Did
through.
Did you understand the story? Because I didn't play the game. I did watch the Spoonie experiment. He did I think maybe a 6 part review of the game, each part being about half an hour to 40 minutes, and it seemed like the most convoluted piece of shit that has ever been made.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you what the story is now, but if you asked me right after I played it, then yes, I probably could tell you what was going. I mean, I had no problem following it, really. I mean, yeah, I
You
had no problem following it. I mean, there are a lot of bits where it's like the main kid is a whiny little fuck, and I wanted to smack the shit out of this little bastard the whole way through the game. He was so goddamn annoying. Oh my god, I hated every second he was on the screen. But other than, in fact, that was my only complaint about the game is that he was a sniveling little bastard, and I fucking hated him. I fuck the tutorial, fuck the linearity. He ruined the game for me. But again, that's out Friday or today, depending when I upload this, or it's already out. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
I realized we didn't put dates on these new releases, but
yeah.
we
This
can
one's
assume
out
it's Friday.
Friday. I don't know what the day. I think it's 14th, Valentine's Day. It's out Valentine's Day, which reminds me, I need to add something to the new releases. So I'll do that after.
Yes,
So
yes, you do.
yes, Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns is on the 360 and PS3 on Friday. So if you like Final Fantasy 13, go check it out.
Awesome. And
Next up,
next up, the Lego Movie video game. It's out this week.
I could not give a shit.
What?
I couldn't care less.
You don't like any of the Lego games?
No, okay. I like the Lego games, like the Lego if it's stuff I care about, like if it's Lego Marvel or Lego Harry Potter, like Lego, what the hell? If it's Lego Marvel or Lego Harry Potter, I care. But for the Lego movie, I mean, I couldn't care. I'm not playing this. I'm not gonna act like I'm playing this. I mean, if you love the Lego games, then I'm sure you're gonna be so stoked right now. I couldn't care less.
Oh, James, you've made me sore in my heart.
I mean, I'll play it. I mean, if I'm at someone's house and they're like, "You want to play the Lego game?" Yeah, I'll play it. But I'm not rushing to the shop to buy it, and I probably never will buy it. But I mean, that's Al. So
Oh,
there you go, and it's for the movie as well. I mean, because movie tie-ins. I guess even though it's a Lego movie tie-in, I don't know. So it's a Lego game, so it might be good, but it's a movie tie-in, I guess, so it could be horrendous. I don't really know what to say about that.
well, every so often there's one good one that comes out and it's brilliant.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2?
Spider-Man 2 was the shit.
Yeah, although I think it was a bit too short. I think I completed it in like a day.
Oh yeah, probably. But I loved that game. It was amazing. I loved it. And the Godfather. I thought the Godfather games were alright.
I didn't like them.
I liked the first one, but anyway. So there you go. Lego Movie also on Valentine's Day, I believe.
Uh-huh.
The third one not on the list. I forgot
Not
to
on the
add it.
list.
We talked about it 2 weeks ago on the episode 1. The Last of Us DLC is out today. I mean,
Yes.
not today. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
So
Which will
there
be
you
today
go.
if you're listening to it.
So, I guess so.
Finally.
So there you go. We talked about it few weeks ago. It's a new story DLC for The Last of Us about Ellie and I forget what the other girl's name is. Even though I think I had this problem last time we talked about it. I forget what her name is, but it's with Ellie and girl. I forget who the girl is, and it's a prequel to The Last of Us. So if you like The Last of Us, I'm sure you'll play it. I still need to play The Last of Us.
As do
So
I. We probably shouldn't have a gaming podcast, should we?
I think it's kind of blasphemy at this point to like
It-
have like play games and then not have played The Last of Us at this point. But
Well,
I'll get around to it. Damn it, I will get around to it. I actually played 2 hours of. I mentioned this. I played 2 hours for my Let's Play channel, and then footage got lost, and then I kind of got really depressed and sulky and turned the game off.
no, I don't want to play it anymore.
That's that. There was another new release on here, but I think it actually got moved to next week, so we'll talk about it next week.
Cool.
I'm just gonna give a little cock tease there. There was something else out, but it's out next week by the looks of it.
It's not as if people can. It's not as if we're the only people that can break this news. I mean, there's Google.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway.
we might mention it in news. Who knows? Any new releases? I don't think. I think that was all.
I think that's all. I don't know. I
Right.
can think of anyway.
Jeez, we're breezing through this right now.
I know we're gonna have to slow down or something.
I
Here,
know we're gonna have to
we're
talk
gonna-
about wrestling again.
yeah, that'll slow us down a bit.
Oh my god, no, no.
We should do a weekly segment on wrestling.
Oh, we really shouldn't. It's just gonna be me and you bitching about CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan and saying fuck Randy Orton and John Cena.
So, like every wrestling podcast ever.
Yeah, really. That'll just be every single episode is where's Punk? Fuck Cena. Hate this.
Okay, we gotta move on quick.
Yeah, we
before-
really do. Oh god, cut this off. Right, news. Everyone knows the really good game. Well, not really good. The
Really good.
wildly popular Flappy Bird game.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Creator took it down because he didn't like making money. The band Fall Out Boy have decided to pay tribute to this and make their own game based on this called Fallout Bird.
Sorry, I thought by what you typed into the news that was supposed to be some sort of witty. No, that's really Fallout Bird. That's a real thing.
Yeah, that's it. Apparently, I have no idea if it's a piss take or not.
Please tell me
But
you got this from the Onion.
No, I got this from. Actually, it was on Fall Out Boy's website.
Oh my god.
I checked this because I was like, this surely cannot be real. I checked the website and it's there. So apparently, Fall Out Boy are making their own version of Flappy Bird called Fallout Bird. So yeah, if
don't
you
wanna
like
live in
Fall
this
Out Boy,
world
you
anymore.
might get it. I mean, if you like Fall Out Boy and you like Flappy Bird, I mean, there you go.
Does anyone still like Fallout Boy?
I'm sure some people do. I'm sure loads of people do, actually. I mean, you can be Pete Wentz's head flying through.
That sounds fantastic.
Pete Wentz flying through pipes. I don't know what to feel about this game. If it ends up being real, I'm gonna play it just cause. But by far the weirdest news story I've read this week was that was just I was not expecting that shit.
I can't believe this is the first time hearing of this.
Oh man, I think they only announced it a few hours ago, but I had to include this. I had to. I guess it's a good thing we took the extra day off to record. There's no way we could have passed this shit up. But there you go, Fallout Bird. If you love Fallout Boy, then Flappy Bird, go absolutely mental.
While listening to From Under the Cork
From
Tree?
Under the Cork Tree. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
From
gotta
Under the
listen to the
Cork
good album, or you know your songs know what they did in the dark. You played Flappy Bird in the dark. That's what the songs did in the dark. They played Flappy Bird.
They could have come up with a far wittier title for this, I think.
They have a song called The Phoenix. Maybe the bird will be a phoenix.
Don't put Flappy Bird in the corner. They have a song. Don't
Oh,
put my...
for God's sake.
I
Where is
suppose
your
that-
floppy bird tonight?
That would be like a triple reference.
I made a crappy iOS game and all I got was the song wrote about me.
That would work. That would really work. They should write a
Right,
song.
this is getting really bad. Okay. Next bit of news. Sledgehammer Games are developing the 2014 Call of Duty game, and COD is now on a 3-year dev cycle.
I've heard about this because sort of I well, at this point, we're getting very late in here.
Everyone, raise your hand if you give a flying fuck. Here's the thing: the Call of Duty games are always on a 2 year cycle. Well, pretty much always have been for a long time now. It's always been between Infinity Ward, who have now changed to Respawn, and I think who the hell are the other ones?
Oh, I don't even know.
Treyarch.
Treyarch, that's right.
Yeah, they did every other one starting with 3. So it was always on a 2 year cycle with them. Here's my problem: none of the games were that different. If you play like Call of Duty 4, then play Modern Warfare 2, I played bits of Modern Warfare 3. I couldn't tell any difference.
Yeah, just Call of
Same
Duty.
with the Treyarch games. I mean, do they really think that extra year is going to make all the difference? Because so far, like, they get 2 years and they pretty much do jack shit with it.
I'm wondering now if this means they're going to do another sub franchise out of it.
Oh god, I hope not. The thing, like, my problem. Oh, and the other bit of news as well coming with this is that apparently the developers have said that this is going to be a next gen game first. So it's pretty much going to be developed for the Xbox One and PS4 in mind. So that can make it better.
You'd
I
like
don't
to
know.
expect that at this point, though.
Oh, well, to be honest, I would have liked to expect something better like 4 games ago.
Yeah.
They've been really. I mean, I know sports games get a lot of cypher pretty much. Oh, they released the same shit but a roster update. I mean, Call of Duty, you don't even get a roster update. You're paying 40 quid a year for the same shit.
The
I
same
mean, you get
12-year-old
zombies
shouting at you.
You get yeah, you get some little Scouse kid shouting at you. That seems to be the feeling. If you live in North America, apparently you get a bunch of like. I'm not gonna be racist here, but you get Hispanic people apparently yelling at you if you're in North America, and then for some reason in the UK, it's a lot of Scouse people. A
Maybe
lot of Scouse people.
maybe it's just us
Maybe it's just
because we are.
we're in the
the close-
Liverpool we're in the Liverpool server.
Yeah, because you'd like to think there's probably an entire London one.
Oh, probably. But I mean, I don't care about Call of Duty. I haven't played Modern Warfare 3. I bought Black Ops 2 because it was on sale, and I wanted a brain dead shooter to play, so I bought it. And I think I've played it online a few times. Played zombies a bit, and that was fun. But I know Ghost had their like rip off of zombies extraction mode, but it seemed crap from a few videos I saw of it. But who knows? I mean, what are they gonna do? I mean, the Treyarch's got zombies. Respawn have aliens. So dinosaurs?
I
Uh,
would buy it for that.
I don't know, but I'm hoping that with the extra year, then they might actually put new shit in the game. Make it worthwhile for this extra year. With this extra year, because if every development team's getting an extra year now, it's gonna be 3 years for each team. Then I'd like to think that they can do something with it. Like make it different. Like stop rehashing the same shit every year. And this is coming from a sports game fan. But that's the Call of Duty news. All the Call of Duty boys, there you go. You're wet in your pants. I couldn't care less.
We should pitch that dinosaurs idea.
We should copyright it already.
We should. You know what? We should get the rights from Capcom and just get them to make a Dino Crisis remake.
Oh my god. You should get the rights from Capcom and tell them to make a good game for once. I was gonna say you should take this next news story, but I haven't actually like put in the notes what it's in reference to.
Yeah,
So
maybe you should.
yeah, I'll take this one then. Okay, a
Oh,
Warner Brothers game
I know
no,
what this is.
developer. What was that?
I know what this is, but go on ahead.
Okay, a Warner Brothers game representative has said that the team is currently working hard on upcoming story DLC, and there is currently no plans to release another patch. This is for Batman Arkham Origins.
And this should piss me off a lot more than it does. And I'll tell you why.
I've literally put this in here just to make fun of it. This is exactly proving my point that I made last week while talking about WWE games, is that developers are lazy and greedy.
But I'm a huge Batman fan. I love comics and especially Batman
Yeah. Yeah, you're
and
more of a
Deadpool.
Batman fanboy than I am, anyway.
And of course Deadpool. But I've played both Arkham games before Origin, loved them, and even when Origin came out, I felt no need to get it. There wasn't the same hype about it.
No, it really was. There really wasn't anything about it. I mean, I really want to go and play it because like you said. I mean, I thought the Arkham City and Arkham Asylum games were absolutely fantastic. I
They
know
were
it was
brilliant.
Splash Damage for this one, completely different developer, and to me, I heard there was a lot of patches. I mean, there was not patches. There was a lot of glitches in the game itself, which kind of put me off
There's
wanting to buy it.
there's complete game breaking bugs in it, and there still is, which is what this not making another patch is in reference to. There's a
Which it seems like a complete slap on the face.
well, there's no point like knowing this and knowing that they're not going to patch it. Why would I pick it up now? So,
Exactly.
and that means I'm
I
not going to be
mean,
getting the DLC for it either.
maybe they'll make a patch after. Like I don't know, but that seems like this goes back to what I was saying about WWE games is that they're more focused on trying to like nickel and dime people to make money off of shit than actually fixing their goddamn game. Like shit is like that is them admitting their shit wrong with their game, but saying we can't be fucked. We want more money. But that's gonna bite them in the ass because they're gonna like not release another patch. The game's still gonna be broken. They're gonna release the story DLC, and no one's gonna give a fuck because the game will be broken.
You see, one of the ways I see DLC, and I don't know, developers probably don't see it this way, but one of the ways I see DLC is something to entice someone who hasn't bought a game at launch to buy it.
Yeah.
Because by the time the DLC comes out, the game's a lot cheaper. So for the price of the DLC and the game would have been the price it was at launch, plus you get all this extra stuff that you wouldn't have got then.
Or for
But
the people who want to play the game, they've got the DLC to like make them want to come back.
yeah, but if you're trying to entice new players in that haven't got it at launch with this DLC, but there's massive game breaking bugs in it, that means after a couple of levels you can't even fucking play the game ever again because it just won't launch on your system
Or it'll delete your save file.
or delete your save file. Then why the fuck would I buy that game? I might only be able to play it for an hour and then never again.
That's what I can't figure out. Like they've got to be under some sort of scheduling issue from like Microsoft or someone because, or are they really that stupid? Are they like who gives a fuck about DLC for a game that doesn't work? If I can't play the base game without it breaking, why the hell would I give you more money? Fix your shit, and then I'll give you more. I'm not going to give you more money for a broken product. It's like, I've got a broken lamp here. Here's a light bulb for your broken lamp. Oh, cheers. It's like, what the? I don't give a fuck. Fix your game, DLC after.
There's one thing I remember, maybe a story from either a good few months ago or maybe a year ago or so, where a developer needed to patch the game, but Microsoft wouldn't. I think it was a wee indie developer, but Microsoft wouldn't let them patch it because of whatever extra bandwidth it would have taken up or whatever. And the developer outright said that he couldn't patch the game because Microsoft wouldn't let him, which means you'd like to think if it was something like that, like they were under time constraints to get their DLC out or something, they would say that in the
Yeah.
statement. But from what I've read, they don't blame anyone else. They just said, "Nah, we don't want to do it."
Yeah, I mean, if the whole thing could have been different, if if the guy had just said, we're gonna do the DLC now because of not even like throw anyone under the bus, just say like because of time restraints, we gotta throw out the DLC. We will be releasing a patch. Like that'd be like okay, fine. But the fact that this guy has basically just come out and said we're releasing upcoming story DLC, we're working on it, and we have no plans of releasing a patch. Which basically translates to, we have no intent on fixing our broken ass game. Please buy our DLC that you won't be able to play.
Oh, did you hear about fucking Arkham Origins still? Did you hear about it on Wii U?
Yes, no store. This DLC is not coming out for the Wii U anymore.
No DLC for the Wii U. Everyone that bought the pass is getting refunded, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'd like to fucking think so, but you gotta think maybe that spurs up some time for someone to patch what's broken with the game.
See, now that makes me curious. Whose fault is that? I mean, seeing this statement from the developers, is that the developers again being lazy as shit, or is that a Nintendo problem that patch isn't coming?
Well, I don't know. Well,
Because at this point, neither would surprise me.
the reason they're not launching the DLC on Wii U, I believe, is because they didn't sell enough copies on the fucking thing.
Because it's broken. Fix the shit. Like, why would anyone go and buy your broken ass game? If you want to sell shit, it's the same guys who develop Brink, which should tell you a
Oh
lot.
my god, who gave them a chance to do another fucking game?
It's the same guys who develop Brink, and you thought, maybe they'll actually release the game and it'll be fixed. Nope, we've got no intention of fixing it. Like, who are giving these guys jobs still? I mean, like, fix the fucking game. Like, oh my god, stop making DLC for something that's broken. That's basically what this boils down to. Don't be greedy. Fix your shit and don't sell DLC if you can't even fix your goddamn base game.
And stop letting these guys make games.
Exactly. Like that just seems like that seems like a duh moment. Like, should we really nickel and dime people for probably another £10 for DLC, or should we fix our game? We
I
should
didn't.
definitely make DLC. Forget the game. Who wants to play a broken game?
I didn't know that this was the same developers that did Brink because I didn't know fuck all about the game to begin with. But you have a game that I think both issues before won a lot of awards. I definitely know Arkham Asylum got Game of the Year, and I believe Arkham City did as well, didn't it?
I think both of them were in top contention at least.
At the very least, and they go and give the fucking series to these guys, the guys that fucked up Brink. They can't make their own properties work, but you're gonna give them fucking Batman, Batman.
I I don't know. The whole thing. I mean, there was always like, how can you mess up Batman? Just put a story on it and do this. But from what I know, like the rest of the game isn't that. But the main problem are the glitches. Fix the glitches, or release a statement saying we're shit. We can't do this. Be
Yeah,
honest.
we
Give
got
me
in
some
over our
glory out of
heads,
this.
lads. We need someone to
We're
save us.
we're way in over our heads. We can't do this shit. Develop games. What do we look like? Game developers. What?
Let's move on before my anger builds anymore.
Right, you can take this one.
Okay, so we've got a new 3DS bundle coming out. It's the Yoshi's Island bundle. I'm not even sure that there's no official image. The images of it so far are just mock-ups. But you've got a special Yoshi's Island edition 3DS XL, and the game itself, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be £199. I don't know what dollars. I think it's probably about 250.
Uh, could be. I don't know exactly.
I would assume around that. And due out on the 14th of March. So not too long to wait, but would you get it?
Would I get it? Well, I mean, if I didn't have a 3DS, I'd consider it. Well, actually, no. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a Luigi fanboy, so I would have got the Luigi's Mansion one.
I I don't know. Well, from the mock-ups, if it's anything like the mock-ups, I don't think I'd get it. It's
Uh,
it seems more like something a fucking sticker you'd put in the thing.
yeah, I mean, that seems to be the way they've been going. I mean, they had the Animal Crossing one, which had all the shit on the back. The Luigi one had all the shit on the back. The Yoshi one seems to have followed the same exact principle of, having all the shit on the back. And so far, the only one that looked really nice was the Zelda one.
Of course.
And I'm not even a huge Zelda fan. Like, I'm not a Zelda fan at all, to be honest. And I thought that was by far the best looking one. But I mean, that seems to be the way they're doing it now. Is to try and get 3DS sales going. Is to try and release all these games with a bundle. Every single game nowadays seems to have a bundle with it. Every single one has a bundle with it. Which, I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, like I said, with these Nintendo games, like Nintendo can make games when they feel like it.
Just
And
need
they
to
know
make
people
more
will
of
buy
them.
these because they know people will buy these special edition consoles. The thing is, with most of these consoles, for people that don't know the bundle consoles, that most of the time the game that's included in the bundle will be on the system already. You don't get a cartridge or anything. It's digitally downloaded onto the memory card. Just for people who didn't know that. There you go.
Eh, I don't see that being much of a problem though.
No, I mean, I don't buy a lot of games digitally anyway, so I mean, taking up a little bit of space in the memory card doesn't bother me.
I'd like to think if you're a big enough Yoshi fan to buy a Yoshi 3DS bundle, you're probably not going to trade the game in anyway.
No, probably not. And if you are gutted.
Oh, so not much more left for that one.
No, I mean, if you're looking for to Yoshi's New Island, there you go. There's a bundle for it. If you got a 3DS, if you want a cool looking 3DS, I guess you like Yoshi. I mean, pick it up. Why not?
Yeah. Sort of excited for this next bit,
Right.
but
There's a new Sonic game coming out.
Yeah, there is.
There's a new Sonic everything coming out.
Sonic cartoon.
There's a Sonic cartoon coming out.
It's gonna suck balls. I know it is.
And a new Sonic game, which I think is only on Nintendo, actually.
It is. They had a 3-game deal with Nintendo.
It's on Wii U and 3DS only, I believe, at this point.
This is the 3rd game on that deal, though. So after this, possibly next year, we'll get a all-system Sonic game.
So here's the thing, right? They released the artwork for this Sonic game, right? And what the hell has happened to everyone? Tails looks kind of cool. I mean, Tails has got like his belts on and looking like a pilot. I mean, that's kind of cool. Sonic has got this little like scarf on, which I'm all right with that. I'm cool with the scarf. Amy looks like Amy. Knuckles
looks like a fucking badass.
I think Knuckles has been training with The Rock a bit, and he's just gonna turn into a boulder by the end of the game.
Oh,
what the hell has happened to Knuckles? Okay, Knuckles used to be the same size as Sonic. Knuckles is now about 3 times the size of Sonic, with massive tits and tiny ass legs.
Well, that's what you'd expect from someone called Knuckles. You'd like to think they'd be able to beat the fuck out of you.
I don't know, but I'm cool with the way everyone else looks. But Knuckles hopefully they rework Knuckles because he looks ridiculous. He looks so stupid.
Oh, they're not going to change him.
Oh, I really want them to.
No, well, sure. The game is to tie in with the new Cartoon Network cartoon, and I'm pretty
sure.
Oh,
yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel. I'm pretty sure most of that is going to be done at this point.
Oh no! So the game's acting as a prequel to all the episodes that are going to be the cartoon. I mean, would you watch the Sonic cartoon?
I don't know. There's at least 2 Sonic cartoons from the 90s. There was one really good one and one really bad one, but I can never remember which one's which.
There's one on Netflix where it's like Sonic, like he just got like his mom just gave birth to him or some shit, and he's got like 2 little emo brother and sister. And it is the most bizarre thing on the planet. There's like 3 baby hedgehogs, a pink one, a green one, and Sonic, and it's so weird. But the other cartoon I enjoyed.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'll watch it. Probably not. I mean,
I think this again. It's I believe it's sort of the 3D style Sonic game.
Okay.
I'm not too fond of them.
I like them for them. I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 I really liked.
Adventure 2 was really good.
Sonic Adventure, I mean, it had its issues, but I liked that. What was the last good one that came out? Generations. Generations had 3D bits in it, and I thought Generations was fantastic. I loved it.
Generations was good, but
I didn't really have a complaint about Generations. I thought Generations was really good.
But I still, for my money, a Sonic game is 2D, one side of the screen to the other.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I could just keep reselling me Sonic Adventure 2. Give me an HD remix of Sonic Adventure 2. Give me an HD remix of that.
Give full releases for skin packs.
Don't make Shadow the Hedgehog ever again. Not the character. I like the character. The game, fuck the game. The game sucked.
Yeah, it did.
I was really disappointed. I bought it because I thought Shadow was a badass when I was young. So I got the Shadow game for like Christmas one year, and I played through it. I was like, oh my god, Shadow's got a gun. Holy shit, I just shot someone. What the hell is this? Nothing like giving a hedgehog a missile launcher and being like, yeah, this is a Sonic game. It's like, what the hell? What?
Oh.
I mean, the game might be good. I mean,
it might be good.
I haven't played any game since Generation, which is weird. I really enjoy Generation though, so I mean, maybe they've gone back to being shit. Maybe they're still being good. I don't know.
Maybe we'll see. Um, I'll wait and see what I hear about it before I decide what to do with it. Oh, sure, I can't even
You
get it. I haven't got a Wii U or a 3DS, so it's
you're gonna have to get a Wii U if you want to get it.
not gonna happen.
It's alright, I got my lonely little Wii U here,
We'll,
gathering dust.
we'll just nick yours then.
I might as well. Probably won't even notice it's gone
Then I
until the
can
one
finally
time
play
like I
Zelda.
try to get rid of it. I'll try to get rid of my Wii U, and I guarantee it's gonna be the same thing as the Xbox. I'm gonna sell the Wii U, and it's gonna massive games gonna come out for it. But that's all for news.
Yeah, we've
I
got a lot
mean,
of time left here, so I think
we
I got a bit
really
of a
do.
what?
We really do. I mean, we normally have these things for about an hour and a half, and I think we're about the hour mark now.
Yeah, so I had an idea during the week and forgot to mention it to you, but we're 3 episodes in, and I think we should maybe let everyone know us a bit better.
All right.
So I think we should take turns asking each other questions. What?
We're gonna be playing play school games here.
Well,
Go around the classroom. What's your name and what's your favorite animal?
no, I wasn't thinking quite like that.
All right. Well, give me an example then. We'll go. Okay, we'll do this new segment then. I don't know, 20 questions.
20,
Or
well,
no, that's
not fucking
copyrighted.
20. Jesus Christ.
That's copyrighted. Inventory questions. Question time with the inventory.
Question time in the inventory.
All right.
Inventory Q&A.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that then. Right. You go first.
If only we had some
We are
fans so we could get
we
to
are
submit.
properly winging it here at this point. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
we could easily end the show here, but I mean, why would we?
Why would we?
We'll just keep going for like another few minutes.
Well, I'm planning on dragging this out to about the 3 hour mark.
All right. Okay. Well, you'll
Right.
you'll really get to know us at the end of this.
Yeah. Okay, let
Right.
me
Well,
think.
and then who knows? This will come to the point that like we'll do these questions and then we'll just start thinking out loud and telling everyone the plans for the inventory and what we want to do. It's gonna be like we are in an inventory. We're sitting down. We're having a drink. I'll be drinking coffee or Coke. Aidan will be a pisshead, probably. I mean, we're just gonna sit down and we'll have a discussion because we feel like we can get to know you guys, all four of you that are listening to this.
I think you'll find we've had more than 4 viewers.
We actually have. I love every single one of you guys. Seriously,
But we
much
haven't.
love to everyone.
Have you ever checked how long they actually watched for?
No,
I'm afraid to.
the reception so far has been really good though, so much appreciated. But yes, let's get on with this new segment or whatever the hell we're doing.
Okay, right. So, let me think. Oh, this could be fun. Tony Hawk's Underground 1 or Tony Hawk's Underground 2?
Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
You're wrong.
How am I wrong?
You're so wrong. Because Tony Hawk's Underground 2 is not a Tony Hawk's game.
It is.
It's not.
And I
It's
loved
Jackass
it.
the
I
fucking
love
game.
I don't care. It was amazing. I absolutely love Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I don't get no. I mean, I liked Underground 1. I loved Underground 1.
Underground 1's
What are
my
you talking
favorite
about? Jackass the game. Underground 1 had a stealth mission.
Yes, but...
Metal Gear Solid. It was fucking Metal Gear Solid, and you want to talk about not being a Tony Hawk game?
Okay, that may be true, but at least 75% of that game, all the mission... In 75% of that game, missions had to be done on a fucking skateboard. Do you know how much of the missions in Tony Hawk's Underground 2 had to be done on a skateboard?
Don't care.
25%. In a skateboarding game.
The music was fantastic, though.
The music's always fantastic in Tony Hawk's games.
I don't know. Have you played the recent ones?
Well, I didn't play Ride. What was the last one? Project
Did
8 was the last
anyone?
one. No, I wasn't buying a stupid fucking plank. I have a skateboard. Why would I want a virtual one? I can't do shit on the one I have.
Well, there you go.
That's why
Yeah,
I
I
buy
mean, that-
Tony Hawk's games, so I can pretend I can actually fucking kickflip.
Well, why don't you buy a real skateboarding game then and buy Skate?
I have Skate. I like Skate.
Good.
But it doesn't
Far
have
better than Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk, I mean, soundtrack-wise, Tony Hawk blows out of the water, but I mean, as far as the skateboarding simulator, Skate is fantastic. You can't beat it.
That's true.
I didn't
Actually-
enjoy Skate 3 that much. Skate 2 is by far the best one.
Did Skate come out before or after Project 8?
Oh, shit. After, I think.
Because Project 8 had that nail that trick mode.
Oh, it sucked. I hated it.
You hated that. I loved that.
Oh, I
But
hated it.
do you not think that sort of takes a that's an awful lot like the trick system for the trick system for Skate?
I mean, I guess kind of. Well, not really. I mean, I felt like the system in Skate made sense. Like the
Yeah.
way you did tricks, like the finger movements were like they were what you would do with your feet. Near enough. Not obviously exactly, but I mean, they made sense.
Hmm.
Like what you want to do on the skateboard on the right stick, it all made sense. Whereas the nail the trick mode in Project A, it just seemed really forced. Like there was no need for it. I felt like it was pointless.
I liked it. I don't know why I liked it, but I did. And that was actually one of the selling points for Skate for me.
I miss Chad
Because
Muska in Skate though. I would have liked Chad Muska being Skate.
I need Chad Muska in nearly everything. I would like Chad Muska to be in fucking Street Fighter.
And he's got such a cool name as well, Muska. That's just a fucking badass name.
Oh. So
Uh,
really, really Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Really.
I to be honest, I don't know why I like Tony Hawk Underground 2 that much. I mean, it could just be the music for me, in all honesty.
You know what my
Like,
experience with that game was? Um about 6 months before it was launched, I got a demo disc with a probably official PlayStation magazine, and it had the opening video from the story mode, and it's you skating outside your house in New Jersey, and Tony Hawk's and Bama Jer come up and slam you with a van and throw you in, and what happens, and that looked fucking brilliant to me. That looked so cool and so much like the game that came before, just
yeah.
an extension of it. And then I fucking played the thing. Ugh. It's, it wasn't a skateboarding game.
That's the thing. I mean, it probably would be one of those things that I'd have to go back and play. I mean, at the time, I like Tony Hawk Pro's Underground 2. Like, I loved it, but now that I'm thinking, looking back on it, I'm starting to wonder if most of that was genuinely just because I enjoyed the soundtrack so much. Like, for all I know, that could really be it. I mean, I haven't played them games in years. For all I know, like, I could go and play them and be like, you know what, you were right. Underground was by far the best one.
By
I mean,
far.
that could literally be the case, but it could honestly be a thing for me. I mean, we were music students. It could honestly be a thing that the soundtrack just being so good, it just like burnt in my brain, and that is what made me just think that it's the best one of the two.
I need to compare the soundtracks now. I'm gonna look that up.
I
When
that's the
we're
thing, I
done.
can't even remember any song off of the first one. The Doors, that was on the second one, wasn't it?
The Doors.
Yeah,
Dude,
I think that was on the second one. Pretty sure it was on the
yes,
second one.
I think it was either that or it was on
But
Skate. But I
no, it
think it's
wasn't on
Green
Skate.
Onions. I'm thinking of that was on Skate.
Skate definitely not known for having the best music as far as I'm concerned. Though it did have 3 inches of blood, I think, which that was pretty amusing. Anyway, we should move on to another question here.
Yep, your turn to ask me one.
Um, oh, fuck, I don't know. Right. Favorite console and why?
Favorite console? Sega Mega Drive.
Okay. Why is that?
That's because it's the first console I ever had, and this is only something I noticed about 2 or 3 years ago. I only realized this. I got my Sega Mega Drive for Christmas when I was about, must have been 4 or 5. It was only 2 or 3 years ago I realized it was secondhand. I only realized then it never came in a box, and there was a bit of paint on it, and
Nice.
there was like a whole tray full of games, and some of the cases didn't have any cartridges in them.
Very good.
But I wasted so much time on that Sega Mega Drive.
I don't blame you.
I
I
mean,
don't think I ever actually had one myself.
really?
I played one. I don't think I ever actually had one though. No, I never owned one. I think I've played one though.
You know what happened? I
What?
got, I rented it out. Was it was Mortal Kombat 2 and Sonic 2 because I had Sonic 2 but no, I didn't have it, but I'd played it in my friend's house a lot because I had a friend that lived two doors over and he had a Mega Drive as well, and we'd share games and stuff. But I was at my auntie's that night and we'd rented it. And after I'd finished playing Sonic, I went to swap over to Mortal Kombat. I went to turn on the console and it wouldn't turn on. Just dead. No idea why. Dead. And
Murderer.
and that was the day my heart broke because I haven't had a Sega Mega Drive since.
All right.
James.
Yes.
Why are you bringing up these thoughts?
Just ask the question. This was your idea.
Yeah, Mega Drive all the way.
All right. I
Fuck
guess I'll
SNES.
throw mine in there as well. My favorite console, PS2.
I can definitely see
PlayStation
that.
2. PlayStation 2. I mean, you look at a console that had such a wide variety of games and had pretty much everything.
Yep.
Like that. So many good games and so much of my childhood was spent like on that PlayStation 2, and it seemed like a console where it's just like it had near enough everything other than Halo. So I mean, PlayStation 2 by far my favorite console ever.
Still games coming out for it too.
Still games coming out for it as well.
There's two titles coming out this year, and those are the last two official titles. Something like that. It might be three.
Sad.
Well, bye bye PlayStation. Here, did you ever use Did you ever play the PS2 online?
I did, yeah.
Did
I was addicted to SOCOM 2, and I
Ah,
played the shit out of that online. I played that for about a year and a half, like non-stop, pretty much every day playing SOCOM 2. I got really into it. It
what?
just sucked that like all the other games after that were god awful.
I wonder if there's any servers still up for it.
Oh god, no, there wouldn't be. Sure, the company that had SOCOM got shut down, which is really annoying.
Ah,
Really sad as well. I mean, SOCOM was always the game I played. Like, I always have dear memories of SOCOM, and to hear that that company got shut down. I mean, their last games weren't too great. They had MAG, which
Mag.
yeah, massive action game. You know the one that had like 360 players in a match or some shit like that.
Nope.
You never heard of it? It
Nope.
was huge because it was like the console game that could have a ridiculous number of players. And I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was the best game on the planet, but I enjoyed it.
Wait, it actually
And then
worked.
yeah, it did. It worked really well actually. And then they released another SOCOM game, which it was all right, but they tried to go in like the Call of Duty approach with it, where it was more actiony and less SOCOM-y. So I mean, I didn't enjoy it that much. To me it just felt like a third person Call of Duty instead of like a SOCOM game, which I miss. So I wish it would have stuck around longer so that they could like have enough crack to make a game that I would have really loved, but it unfortunately never happened.
Ah, my turn. First video game crush.
Jesus. First video game crush. You know what? I actually can't think of one.
None?
Are we counting like WWE divas from the games?
Well,
Does
no,
that
they gotta be
count?
fictional characters at least.
Gotta be fictional.
Because I mean, if you do that, I mean, it could be anyone.
It's kind of a loophole. I can't think of anyone. I can't think of anyone going back to earlier games that I would have thought so. I mean, now like new games with the HD graphics. I mean, there's loads of people you can pick from. No, I couldn't think of my first one though.
Actually, I'm starting to have trouble.
No, we're getting into really weird territory. They were trying to think of that kind of stuff, but I mean, no,
Chun Li, maybe.
I can't think. Huh?
Chun Li,
With them legs?
them leg.
No,
Wait a minute.
no, I can't think of anyone.
Wait a minute. What age is Chun Li supposed to be in the Street Fighter games?
About 106.
That's alright then.
No, I can't think of anyone at the top of my head for the first one anyway. No.
Not Melina from or Mortal Kombat.
I was never a Mortal Kombat guy.
Oh
so,
yeah, you're
no.
not. You're a freak in nature, yeah.
No, I don't play fighting games.
Yeah, you could have fooled me.
No, you're just shit at him. Right. I guess it's my turn then. Shit. Really disappointed I can't give an answer there, but I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. I guess we'll do what, 3 questions each, just to make this something.
Okay.
Um,
How many are we on?
shit. You've done 2, I've done 1. Shit. I don't really know I guess I don't know. What game do you think you've put the most hours in your entire life? Like, what game do you think you've played the most?
Oh, give me a
Not your
second.
favorite,
I
but
know.
what game have you played the most?
Give me a second to look at my collection.
Oh man,
Oh,
I can already say mine
I'm sure you can.
easily.
Uh,
Do I have
I'm
to come back to you?
no, no. Give me a second. I'm going. I'm gonna say it was probably Burnout 3.
Burnout 3, really?
Not because of difficulty, just because I played and played and played that game.
Okay, yeah, okay, I get that.
Oh, how about you?
I've pretty much mentioned it. SOCOM 2.
Oh.
I don't think anything's come close to the amount of hours I put into SOCOM 2.
See, if I
You know,
played
when
on.
I've beat this story mode of that like what 7 or 8 times, and then you go online and play it all the time. I don't think anything's come close to SOCOM 2.
If I played online, I'd probably be something very, very different, but I just don't play online at all.
I don't either anymore. But there you go. SOCOM 2 for me.
Oh, right. My go again, I think. Bugger. The one I was thinking of, I think we've already sort of answered. But just for confirmation, best video game soundtrack.
Oh my god. You know what? I can't think of anything that's like a total like one game that's got like a killer soundtrack the whole way through. I can think of like video game songs that I love. Like Persona 4 has some really good stuff in it. Really good, just pop stuff on it. The theme song for Mirror's Edge, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single game where I've really enjoyed the soundtrack, but again, like I could easily point out lots of video game stuff.
Oh, so not
Um,
Guitar Hero then?
that'd be a bit of a cop out, wouldn't it?
Just a bit.
Um, NHL 09 had some really good stuff on it, if that counts.
I'll give it to you.
But short answer, lots of games. I can say I love the music too. Not really any. I can say I enjoy the whole soundtrack too, off the top of my head. Oh, Runner 2.
Runner 2. How
Portal
did
2
we
had some really good music on it as well. I gotta say, Portal 2, the music for that was really good.
Oh, I think mine has to be Double Dragon on NES.
Okay.
Have you ever played Double Dragon?
I have not, no.
Fuck, man. Just
I'm not retro enough.
for level 2, I fucking love the song for level 2 of Double Dragon. I mean, it's so catchy. It's stuck in my head every time I think of that game. In that failed intro song I was planning to make, pretty big part of it was level 2 from Double Dragon.
Okay. We'd have copyright issues with that, but
Yeah, which is
okay.
why it failed. Keep up,
Right,
James.
okay. Alright, so I think this is the last one for me, isn't it? And I completely goddamn forgot what it was.
God damn it,
Oh
James.
shit. It's just completely gone from my head what it was.
You gotta get your head in the game.
I really do, don't I?
Oh,
Let's see, we've done favorite soundtrack, we've done favorite console, we've done game with most hours put in. I could say favorite game, but I don't want to go that easy. I guess we'll go. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we'll go with this. Most biggest game you're looking forward to this year, then.
Oh fuck, what am I looking forward to
From
this year?
what you know, what is your most wanted game?
Hmm. Well, I'm pretty sure Half-Life 3 is coming out this year.
Okay.
Um. Oh fuck. What the fuck is coming out this year? um.
See, I answer this. I asked this because I've already got an answer for it.
You've already got an answer for it.
I already have an answer for it.
All right, go. Give us your answer, and then I'll.
It's coming out. I've already mentioned it. I mentioned it with the PS4 podcast, with the PS4 episode.
Oh yes.
Infamous Second Son.
Oh fuck.
Holy shit! I
I
want Infamous Second Son so bad.
I don't know how I forgot. Fucking Watch Dogs.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm
Watch Dogs
so
looks
psyched for that
fantastic.
game.
Metal Gear Solid 5 as well is coming out, but Watch Dogs I'm looking forward to. Infamous has got to be it for me. I loved the first two Infamous games. I thought the first two were fantastic. They were system sellers definitely for me. Like you would buy a PS3 to play Infamous. I thought Infamous was an amazing up there with Uncharted
Hmm.
of just being a great game. And I know there's been rumors of Uncharted 4 and The Last of Us 2, but I don't think they're coming out this year. So I gotta say for a game not confirmed coming out this year, I gotta say Infamous Second Son by far. It would have been Metal Gear Solid 5, but I don't know enough about it. I know Ground Zeroes is coming out, but apparently Ground Zeroes was like it's been touted to being like 2 hours long. And it's 30 quid on the PS4, like 30 quid for a 2 hour long game. It's like that's 15 quid an hour.
Wait, what game's that?
Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is kind of like the prequel
A Metal Gear Solid game
game
that's
to
2 hours long.
yeah.
I'm assuming that's 1.5 hours of cutscenes and half an hour of
One
gameplay.
and a half hour cutscenes. Yep. I don't know, but I mean that's I know the like the main Metal Gear Solid 5 is supposed to come out this year, I think, but I mean that's kind of like doled it down for me because I don't really like the fact that they're releasing a 2 hour demo for 30 quid. But Infamous by far this year. Watch Dogs looks amazing
Yeah, it does.
though. I guess that's the questions. Unless there's anything else we need to add here,
I don't think so. We
and
could.
we're still nearly like 15 minutes under what we normally are.
What happened to us? Have we
Well, we
lost?
didn't have a fourth game to talk about, and we also didn't have a half an hour wrestling rant to talk about.
That's true. We could do
But
a wrestling rant.
no, 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 no. I'm not uploading a 4 hour podcast of a wrestling rant.
Oh.
So, I mean, there's that. Yeah, I mean, I guess now it's going to come to the point where we're kind of thinking out loud, and I'm going to leave the question up to you guys, the listeners. What do you think, or what do you suggest that we do not differently, but what do you think we should add? What do you think we should kind of change? Is there like anything we should start supporting more? Like I don't know, just anything to try and get the community into it. Like you guys, the listeners, anything to get you guys involved into it because we want to get you guys involved,
And should one of us buy an Xbox One?
and that'll be Aiden because I've already got a PS4.
Or fuck be me.
So thank you for volunteering yourself for that. I
Well,
look forward to hearing your review on
how
that.
about this? Whoever's the first person to suggest that has to donate the Xbox One.
If you find someone who wants to donate you an Xbox One, then go ahead. But
I'm still waiting for someone
that's
from
pretty
last
much
week
it.
to get me a Mac.
Man, you begging so bad.
Here, I'm broke. Leave me alone.
Me too. But I want to put that question to you guys. What do you think we should add? I mean, not necessarily to the show itself, but any like just anything, any suggestions you think we should add, like post more on Twitter, put more stuff on Facebook, any shit like that. Like we will listen to feedback. I say this at the end of every single show. I say that we've done 2 shows. I say this at the end of every single show. Like leave feedback. We will listen to you, and we will definitely take into account what you want to hear, what you want to see or hear, or whatever the hell you want. That's that.
But if you be trolling, we'll hunt you down and have a firm word with you because you could probably beat us up.
I mean, we've got some ideas of stuff we'd want to put in,
Yes.
like a forum, maybe,
Okay.
maybe
Maybe.
if people use forums still.
I don't. Do they?
Or if they just use Twitter now, I don't know. But
Subreddit. We could do a subreddit.
I don't know enough about Reddit to do that. But yeah, I mean,
Grand.
that's pretty much it. I mean, any suggestions for stuff you want to see, stuff you want to change, stuff you want to add, and we will listen to you and try and definitely take into account what you guys have to say. So, is that the show for the week?
I believe so.
After we've kind of just rambled on for the past half an hour over shit that doesn't really matter, but there you go. I mean, hopefully you guys, I don't know, maybe know us a bit more because of that little random question
Probably not,
and
though.
answer thing. But yeah, leave your feedback. Anything you want to see added, we will listen to you. So
Although if you slag our audio quality, we're going to have to hunt you down.
yeah, obviously
'Cause-
sponsor us, Turtle Beaches. Anyway, um, um, okay, that's it for the show then.
That's us.
All right, so time for my little outro here. Remember, if you enjoyed the show, to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube. Be sure to leave a comment down below with the feedback, like I've just been talking about. And I believe I already said subscribe to YouTube. So yeah, do that. That's all.
Yay!
So we will see you guys next week. Aiden's promised BioShock. We're probably gonna do that. No idea what else is gonna be coming next week. Hopefully we'll actually get some more games, and there won't be a completely mobile week, but we'll see. But it looks like we're definitely doing BioShock. So if you want to hear about BioShock, listen then. And if we don't do BioShock, then you'll see it in the show notes. So we haven't done it.
It's not going to be a Bioshock centric week, but there will be some Bioshock.
Possibly.
Probably.
More than likely.
Definitely.
But that's all for this week.
Bye-bye.
We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.